Right on his tape. V cuts in the front. V!
Michigan score!
Time snuck away from the Reapers. Touch the dazzle! Off the post!
Attack has Doug. Dancing behind him. Doug's head whipping back and forth and doesn't.
Looking for a shot here. Wheels fires and scores!
Oh! My
Series
goodness!
over. Good night, Anaheim.
Finding that spot, he's gonna be rewarded with another chance. Off the stick. How did Katie save that?
Saw with another pass across Titan with a shot on the net, and he scores!
For the smudge. Now it's a breakaway pass. Buzz flip it. Look out, he's got an open net. Oh no! Buzz flip it. Puts him out now. Nice little play by Spaceballs. Nice. Here comes Spaceballs. He walks in with Savo. Pass over to Savo. Score!
Awkward play. Big hit by Log. Holy!
Shot one wide. Deflected by Echo. Glenn jumping on the goal. Now Paco in front. He scored!
Check the chat.
Welcome back, everybody. My name is Log, joined by the one and only Alley Cat in the booth, off the ice and up into the broadcast booth. How you doing, Alley Cat?
I am doing phenomenal, Log. How about you?
I'm hanging in there today. Today we have the final play-in series for D3 in the playoffs. It is the Winnipeg Icebreakers on the road playing the Drinkwater Storm here. Both teams in blue here, so the Icebreakers will be in dark blue and the Storm will be in the lighter blue. We start this in Drinkwater. Both these teams, fun fact, are in Canada, I believe. Obviously, Winnipeg. And Drinkwater is, in fact, a real place. I did do my homework. It's in Saskatchewan, I believe. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, both these teams looking to punch their ticket to the second round of the playoffs against Seattle. Obviously, with the win by Salem yesterday, they've guaranteed. Funny enough, it's been a similar score where you have the Stachios at 6th at the bottom of the conference, and also Salem at the bottom of at 6. So both teams swept their perspectives to guarantee their punch against the first overall team in the conference, respectively Florida and the Bayou Bridge Bats. So maybe we'll see. Maybe it could be a similar story here with Winnipeg. It could be a similar story with Drinkwater. We've seen a very competitive, fierce edge between the 4th and 5th position in the Solar Conference. So it could be a similar story here.
Yeah, and shout out to you, Ali, for making this beautiful bracket, showing off all the teams. The winner of this matchup will be guaranteed a matchup against the Seattle Osprey, the only team still waiting for their matchup. So we cut back to the game here in the beautiful stadium by Smiling Eddie. Shout out to him as these players are going to get ready to get going. Any predictions, Ali?
Honestly, I don't think so. Like, we've seen that both these teams have sort of clawed back, not necessarily from the bottom, but there's a sense of more competition at the 4th and 5th, around the middle of the pack in the play-in round. And I think we're going to see that here. I don't want to make a call, but I could definitely see this going to 3 games. I think it has that sense of competition. I think it could also be a runaway, but I don't want to make a prediction too hastily, but I would love to see 3 games happen. I'd love to see a competitive spirit come here.
Yeah, absolutely. As Winnipeg has a AFK player, of course it's Bad Santa on the wrong team and the wrong sweaters here. So they're voting to kick him now. I'm not sure if that's going to fly. But in my opinion, these two teams are very, very underrated. They're very, very closely matched, and they play a similar game. I've always liked the Icebreakers and how they play. They're kind of underrated. For starters, Reno, or as we see, Weno, is a very, very talented player, super underrated defender. Big throbber for Winnipeg is a player that's really, really improved recently since the start of the season. And D-Land, of course, is one of the best sub players in D3, lighting up the lamp at 26 points in 20 games or something around there. So an incredible season from him. And for Drinkwater, too, don't forget they have Dan, who's a very solid player. Price is highly skilled. Plays on a crazy FOV, but he's highly skilled. Participant locking it down, and Bucky playing goalie is a very good goalie. So I think it's going to be a great matchup here tonight.
I mean, if you look at the regular season record between these two teams, they both finished with the exact same amount of points at 43. But the only reason Drinkwater's higher is because they have that extra regulation win, 10 versus 9 respectively. So both teams finishing with a very similar record, a very similar, I don't want to say style necessarily, but a way that sort of keeps them in the competitive edge. And I think we're definitely gonna see, I think, some talent emerge here. It's gonna be more about which team. I'm trying to phrase this correctly, but basically I see someone's going to want to be the standout here, and the team managers and coaches are always going to ask, who wants it? Who wants to be the hero of the game? And I think we're going to see something like that emerge here. Someone's going to be the hero. Someone's going to be the star here, whether it's the goalie, whether it's a defender, whether it's someone who wins it at overtime or has a hat trick or anything. There's a sense of unknown here that anyone can step up to the plate.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what playoffs are all about. That's one thing you really see, is who can step up here. It's not just about how good you are in general, but who is the one that is going to step up here. Bad Santa, I guess, taking a poop or something. The two teams now looking to get started. They might start without Santa. I'm not sure what game he's going to be in for, but he's had a great season too, so don't forget about him as well. All right, and puck drop is underway here in game 1 of this play-in series. A best of 3 between these two squads. Now a pass out to Inertia, off rip the captain, and it goes towards Milk. Oh, right by Milk again. Now Milk, another player I forgot to mention, a West Coast goalie who has been absolutely phenomenal for the Icebreakers. Here comes D-Land, number 98. Drop looking for Santa, hits Throbber on the point. Throbber's going to try and keep it in. Doesn't go though, and Reno will get that going for the Icebreakers. Turnover here. Here comes Inertia trying to drive through. He does. Milk is there and gets it out.
Milk not exactly having the start he wants, but definitely locking in with that move right there to just get it up the end to the offensive zone.
And B-Grip says hi, Ali, in chat.
Hello, B-Grip.
Shout out to Grip. And we got some D-Land fans in the crowd. Bluski, what's up, brother? How are we doing today, Unk? Me and him are big D-Land fans. He played on our team for some time. We made a trade, and it felt like a good trade to my team, but also I wanted to send D-Land to a good place, and I feel like the Icebreakers really, his time in the Icebreakers really helped him improve his game, and he is an incredible player. Now a shot by Inertia goes way wide, so the Drinkwater Storm off to a good start here, looking to keep that going. Got to get the puck on net, though. Price's shot, former Boston Ram in Season 1, goes wide. Speaking of the Boston Rams, the Winnipeg Icebreakers are the rebrand of the Rams. Ram, the captain, not playing here, but he continues his captaincy in D3 onto Season 2. Bad Santa looking to make that pass across. Price gets a piece of it. Now Inertia back the other way for the Drinkwater Storm. Cross to Dan, wide open! Can't get it off. Milk was there and ready to go. Now Bad Santa again with the puck. Traded from the Fernie Fungi. Bad Santa, fun fact, was the replacement for Silk, so kind of crazy to think. Now Reno's in! He's got room, he can't get the shot off there. Great chance for Reno, just can't get it off. Now here goes a 2-on-1 for the Storm. Here they come, it's Price, takes a shot, saved by Milk! Great save by Milk in the game. Keeps it tied at 0.
He's got to have a dent in his mask from that one.
Oh, yeah, that's a hard shot, too, by Price. You can really rip it. Plays on like maybe 140 FOVs, my guess. Based on his highlight montage, that is truly insane how good his handling is. Now, Bad Santa cuts in, backhander goes wide. Defense got a stick on it. Now Inertia tried to chip it out. He could not. Bucky's going to go out and play it Up to Price. Price with the puck. 3-on-2 breakout for the Storm. Here comes Price, number 31. Shot one. Save by Milk. Great save there. Price is the kind of player you got to cover a little more, eh, Ali?
Yeah,
They're
Price
letting him
and
walk in for free.
definitely getting his shots in. Definitely getting his shots in, and Milk definitely keeping the icebreakers in so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Now Big Throbber turns it over. Dan, here he comes. Dan the man. Backhander. Can't get the shot off there. Great idea by Dan. Throws it to the front. No one there to pick up the rebound. And Reno has it. Reno on the breakout. Dealing
Dan
at
pulling
center
a bit of a
ice.
dick pee right there.
You would know best on the Schmobar Bay Caribou. As,
We would indeed, yes.
as Reno has the puck. There's a
He will
gif.
be haunted by that for the rest of his life.
There's a gif in this very arena if you have it. You go find it. Oh, look at that Dealing in front. Tries to tuck home the loose change, a lob into the blue paint there. Bucky says no. Now his team back the other way. Participant stepping in. A very solid defender for Drinkwater. Dan gets the puck back off the boards. Milk's going to super slide out there looking like me and a pug. Milk a long pass way out looking for D-Land. Nearly gets there. Price picks it up. Price tries to get around 3. He can't. Great read by Santa. Just can't cut to this forehand. Now Inertia with some rub! Wide in the net. Looking to go top cheese there. Now Dan. Tries to go back to Inertia there. Can't get it done. A shot goes way wide. A lot of action here tonight, Alia.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. Drinkwater's definitely been the more offensively aggressive team, but Milk's kept it in it so far, and I'm wondering which goalie's going to be challenged first, because Winnipeg is going to get those chances as much as they can.
Yeah, absolutely. As Dan has the puck now. Dan out. Reno catches that, though. Reno number 45, stolen by Inertia. Here he comes! Shot hit the side of the goal, a tight angle. Now a rebound! Price puts it on goal. Inertia in front, goes wide. Reno
Milk just absolutely denying Price any attempt on that, and he's just the rebound king right now.
And Participants dumps it, but that is going to end the first period. Allie, what'd you see out there?
I saw a Drinkwater team that has 6 shots facing an absolute brick wall in Milk, who is just not allowing anything by him in the first period. And I think he might be the key difference here for Winnipeg. I think Price and Dan are going to be the players to watch for Drinkwater into the coming periods for this game.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a great take here in period 2 of game 1. Best of 3, so first to 2 wins. These teams are going to fight for it here. Inertia trying to get that, but Reno on the point says no. Dealan does a little 180 there. Up to Bad Santa. He's got options. Crossover to Dealan. Nice pass, but Participant gets there first. Reno keeps it in. Here come the Icebreakers in period 2. Reno gets it. Bad Santa trying to shoot it. They can't agree on it. Very awkward play there. As Dan back the other way. 2-on-1 here for the Storm. Here's Dan. Lets it go. Stopped by Milk. Great save. Through the crease there. Imagine if that hits Milk in the pad there in the back, but it does not. It slides straight through, and it's dumped all the way down. Dealan will chase it, but Participant is there.
He was just trying to find that little extra bit of pad that gets out from a goalie occasionally when you peek around there and just tuck it behind the pads, but nothing yet. And Milk is still in peak form.
Milk playing phenomenal here, keeping the Icebreakers in the contest here. As Participant has it. Dumps it down to Inertia. Inertia, the captain of Drinkwater, was out for some time, so Dan took over for him for a while. Inertia is back now. Participant at center ice. Participant crossover to Dan, his defensive partner here. Dan gets it off his stick quickly there. Inertia chases it down. Price at center. Inertia, great read. Here he comes. Ooh, fan down it. Price cutting in! In the slot there, doesn't go off. A shot there goes wide. Great defense by the Icebreakers to take away that chance. And Big Throbber will chase it down. Big Throbber, a very improved player here. Great read by Reno. Just can't get it off the stick of Inertia. Now Reno finds that puck. Here he comes. Reno, he's in. Some room for Santa. Here he comes. Participant gets a great stick on it. We are still tied at 0. Just over halfway in period 2 of game 1. This is starting to even out a bit here between the two teams. But Drinkwater still putting the pressure on. Turnover. Here comes Dylan, a wrap. Kicking it off. Center shot goes high and wide. And participant will clear that out.
Winnipeg strong on the defense and goaltending, but not really pouring a lot of offensive pressure like Drinkwater are.
Absolutely. Yes, here comes Reno with a little bit of space for the Icebreakers. Reno takes a shot blocked by Dan and gets a stick on it. Dylan trying to get there. Price here playing against his former GM Ram. Dylan there. Got Reno there. Doesn't connect. Dylan still with the puck. Passes behind him around the Bucky here. Reno trying to get a stick on it. He can't. Price is there for the Storm. At center ice now. Trying to cut past to Dan. Can't get it done. Participant picks it up for Drinkwater. A lob. Inertia in front. Can't get that on goal. And now Big Throbber, number 17, has the puck. Try to get that out to Reno at center. Couldn't get it done. Bad Santa will chase it down. Up to Reno. Throbber steps in, but it goes all the way back down. And Bucky will play it for Drinkwater. 0-0 is your score here in game 1. On PHL Network, the Winnipeg Icebreakers and the Drinkwater Storm fighting for who plays the Seattle Osprey in the quarterfinals. Bad Santa trying to collect that for Winnipeg. Collides with Dan. They'll fight for it. Dan sends it in. Nobody to receive that, though. Big Throbber with the puck. Big Throbber gets around Price just barely. D-Land picks it up. Cuts. Pass out to Throbber. Not sure if that was on purpose, but it works out. Throbber, nice move. Reno picks it up. Sends it deep. Bad Santa and chipped on goal. Saved by Bucky. A slow one. And Big Throbber trying to keep that alive. He can't. Participant back the other way. Here he comes. Nice moves. Gets through Santa's stick. Participant stepping in. Great body by Reno. Now Inertia. Tried to center that. No luck. D-Land picks it up for Winnipeg. Here they come. Out the Throbber. Throbber with it now. You can take a shot. Great defense by Dan. And now Reno, the defenseman for the Icebreakers. Trying to keep this alive. Participant steps in. Reno gets around him somehow. Here he comes down low. Dylan in front. The puck just to the right of his stick. Now Dan. Back the other way. 20 to go in period 2. 0-0 tie still. Dan is shot. Looking to change that. Blocked by an Icebreaker. Participant keeps it in. Milk comes way out to play it. 7 seconds to go in period 2. A chip from Dylan there looking for Reno. He was looking to get free. Nothing there, and that is going to end period 2. We are still tied at 0.
I mean, I could tell that, I could say that I'm a little biased here, but this is my favorite kind of hockey. These kind of really tense, really pressured games that, you know, you try everything to just play mistake-free hockey, and there's nothing giving offensively. Both goalies are just really putting in the work to make sure that their team stays in it, and I think we're seeing a pattern of goalies really emerging for teams in game 1 and all series.
Absolutely. Here as face-off for the third period of game 1 is underway. 0-0 is still your tie. Your score, pardon me, in this play-in of D3. Participant down low tries to center to Price. He still has it. Good fight there by Participant. Wraps and centers. Reno gets a stick on it. Now Reno still has the puck here. Caulfield. I think he's stepping out for the first time tonight, if I'm correct here. Caulfield for Drinkwater. Unless he really has been a ghost all game, but I feel like we haven't seen him until now. Here comes Caulfield. Shoots one wide of Milk.
No, Caulfield definitely a sub-in for Drinkwater,
Yeah.
I believe. I don't believe we've seen him throughout the rest of the game.
Might be Inertia that's stepping off for them. Caulfield, a really good player as well, sneaky player. That's how I would describe him on offense. Can play goalie from time to time as well. The Bugs, so I love that.
I
too.
can confirm Inertia is the player that is being benched in substitute for Caulfield.
The captain stepping off. He's back on blue team. We'll see if he comes back or if Caulfield's gonna stay. Participant steps in, gets around Reno. Bad Santa's there to cover for Reno, who dive bombed a little bit on that. Bad Santa gets a stick on it. Throbber is going to be there. He's going to turn by the Remport logo where puck meets page, but the puck does not meet stick as that's all the way back out to Milk. Milk takes his time. Oh, look out! Milk's got to hurry! It's not going to go in, but they're going to fight for it. Price, nearly a crazy goal there. Milk just winning.
That's got to be one of the biggest heart attacks for Milk I think he's seen all night. I think that's the first time we're hearing him panic, and I think there's more than a few cursory words that we cannot air that he was letting loose.
Yeah, Throbber takes a shot from the blue line, blocked in front. That was actually a below the blue line, so a little bit of a Steph Curry shot there, doesn't go. Now D-Land steps in. Good read by him, just can't get around Dan. Throbber dumps it down. D-Land chasing it. Had 16 goals for the Icebreakers.
Inertia has returned to the ice and Caulfield has come off.
Caulfield is off. Inertia back in here. Must have had a potty break or something. I forget which player in the NHL had that. I don't think it was Fleury. It was some goalie took a piss break right before a playoff game, went off the ice, and the backup came in years ago. As Reno picks it up now.
I mean, the big Ilya Brizgalov once napped between games. I believe he even napped on the bench while it was happening, if I remember correctly.
Now, great play. A trade out by the Icebreakers. Reno steps in. Hit the crossbar. Oh,
you could
Reno.
hear that from the other town and city who just gasped and held their breath to that one. Holy moly.
Oh, man. Now another chance in front. They just can't put that on goal. Great defensive recovery by the Storm. Was it Luongo? I think Grip says it's Luongo. Good God. It was him or it was some other goalie in the Eastern Conference, like in the 90s. It may have been Luongo. You might be right. As Inertia now.
I'll have to look into it.
Stepping back on. Dealing opposite side. Elects to rim it around the boards. Bad Santa there. Behind the goal. It's going to go on top. Look out in front of Bucky. What a goal that would have been for the Icebreakers. It's a minute 25
worst
remaining.
Angle as a goalie to face when you never know when it's coming down.
Shot there. Big Throbber swipes that away. He's in front of Milk. D-Land chips that out. It's a good play. Bad Santa. Chip pass over. Reno's going to be there. Back to Santa. They give and go. Look, here comes Santa. Gets a clean shot. Save. Santa rebound. Bucky gets a stick on it. Makes a second save. Bad Santa still down low. Lost control of it, though. Participant around Bucky. Participant cross pass over to Price, who picks it up. Price, the star player here on Drinkwater. Dan now. Here comes Dan. Takes a shot. Goes way wide. Great defense using the body there. Takes the angle away. Now Reno trying to get this out. Dan steps back in. 38 seconds to go in period 3 of this contest. Participant number 42 for Drinkwater. Sends it back. Milk comes out to play it. Dumps it out. Just half a minute remaining now in regulation. Bad Santa. Pass over. Dealing in front. Participant gets a great stick on it. And he has the puck. Here he comes. Crossing over. Throbber can't get around him. And Reno will play it. 15 to go in period 3. Still 0-0. We'll see what happens. One rush for the Icebreakers. Taken away, though. Here comes Dan. Dan with inertia in front. The pass doesn't go through. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2 and 1. That is going to do it for regulation. We are heading to extra time tonight.
It's definitely a do or die situation for either teams. Feels like, honestly, with this game, whoever wins could almost win the entire series. I mean, you see this kind of pressure. It's basically Milk backstopping along with the, pretty solid Winnipeg defense, but it seems to be that Drinkwater's offense hasn't quite materialized, but again, it's an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, and we'll have to see which one breaks first.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I don't want to jinx it. We haven't seen a very long OT yet in D3, which is kind of surprising with all the games we've had. This could be it, though, as the Icebreakers look to make that not happen. Dealan nearly got a shot off there. It was defended wisely, though, by the Storm. Price with the puck. Gets around Throbber. Price trying to get their deal in. He fans on it. And they'll send it all the way back to the Storm zone. Bucky will play it. They play catch. Back around behind Bucky. Participant is there. The defenseman for the Storm. Santa, great stick on that. Here he comes. Got Dealan in front. Pass. Participant, great block. Reno steps in. Here come the Icebreakers. Down low, Reno. Santa trying to help out. Bucky swings that away, and it's all the way back down to Milk.
Yeah, we could definitely see a multi-OT period
Oh,
here.
yeah.
I mean, you remember the first season we had 2 games
They were
that
too
went
long.
well over 10 periods of play. So we'll see whether becomes the case here.
One of them, at least one of them, was a D3 matchup. Thanks a lot, Alley Cat. Oh, look out in front! Bad Santa nearly tucks home the OT goal. Now Price looking to get free, but Throbber is there. That was a great game, by the way, with the Lions there fighting to keep their season alive. He had a great fight in that, I remember. It's a phenomenal series. Yeah, Santa.
Definitely a time to do or die and show up.
Oh, yeah. Season 1 was truly
Which
We're going to miss it, man. It was nostalgic. As the Icebreakers now run into each other, they're forced to dump it down. Bucky will play it. Just over 3 minutes remaining in the first overtime between these two teams in the playoff round of Game 1. Now, Bad Santa trying to chip it up to Dylan. He doesn't get there. He could still get it. He fights for it. Participant will take over, though. Bad Santa gets a stick on it. It's back at center ice here by the Storm logo. Inertia now with the puck. Inertia harassed by 2 Icebreakers. Might be Bad Santa free here. Participant steps in. Great read. Now Reno has it. Got to get it going. It's looking messy for the Icebreakers here. Storm doing a good job. Now Throbber banks off the boards. No one there. Dan will recover in the Storm zone. Reno picks it up, though. 2-on-1. Here comes Reno. Goes for the wrap. Michigan. Oh, he couldn't put it in. Was 3/4 of the way there. Just could not put that in. Great defense on Price. 1-on-1 with Throbber. He gets a stick on it. Great stick by Big Throbber. Unbelievable. As Bucky will play it. Bad Santa gets in front of that, though. He fights for it. Drop to Reno. Bucky back in his crease. Goes right by the paint, but not on goal. And now it's in front in the high slot and all the way back out to the Icebreaker zone. Big Throbber has it. Up the boards. Price picks it off. By the blue line of the Icebreakers. Dylan has it. He keeps it. Price on his left. Dylan. Got some options here. Bad Santa at center looking for a tip. Participant there. Defends that beautifully. Now Big Throbber throws it in front. He's got some room here, but can't collect the puck. A little bit too far in front of him. Number 42, Participant stepping in. He's got a clean shot. Saved! Inertia in front. Uses the body. Goes off his shoulder maybe and nearly in the goal. Throbber out to Dylan. Great breakout pass. Here comes Dylan. He just can't handle it. It's on his feet. Santa and Price collide by the Prospect Division logo. Throbber picks that up. Throbber can let it go. Blocked by Dan. These two teams giving everything they got right now to defend. Dylan chases it down. Participant is there. Got Price on the other side. He'll hang on to it. Up and over to Dan. Reno picks it up. Goes all the way back to Milk. He clears it. Santa picks it up. Price is there. Price, nice move. Here comes Price, number 31, with a little bit of room. Here he comes. Pass across. Dan just a little bit in front of him. They keep it alive, though. Reno collects that. Here come the Icebreakers. Back the other way. In overtime. Here he comes. Reno, number 45, takes a shot down low. Bucky sticks that away. Now Bad Santa. Drop pass finds nobody. Bucky will play it. Long stretch pass looking to put someone free. They can't. It's at center ice now. Participant plays it. Sends it deep. Price trying to catch it. Throbber there in his own end. Soft chip up to Reno, the defender, and that is going to do it for the first overtime. How many are we going to get tonight? Woo!
I don't know at this rate, but honestly, I think what you're seeing is kind of a little bit of not necessarily fear, but anxiety for both teams. They're both playing, or at least trying to play mistake-free hockey, really trying to keep their passes clean, trying to keep possession as long as they can, and keep it at the neutral zone as much as they can. And we're just seeing it in a lack of shots compared to the first and first 3 periods of play.
My mic was muted. We are back here in second overtime. I was drinking water, so that's why I was muted. But we're back here. How many periods could we get in this entire contest, Alicat? This could be a long night, so brace yourself. As Throbber has it.
Yes, our cameraman will have to shake himself off every now and then if he doesn't want to be kicked out of the building by management.
Absolutely. Here as Reno has the puck for the Icebreakers. A little bit of room. Gets around Price, who takes a tumble head first into the boards. And he sends it all the way out to Throbber, who's going to collect that no problem. Rims it around to D-Land on the half boards in his own end. Chip up to Santa. Ooh, he catches it, threads the needle. Santa looking to backhand it. Great stick by participant. Now Reno's in. Here he comes. Shot one. Saved by Bucky. Incredible save. Chaos in front of the goal, and we are still playing.
It's always those one extra little bits of play that manage to squeak through amongst these really sort of quiet overtime periods. You get moments of high at 100% and even 110%, and then lows of just normalcy right now.
Shot here. What a stop by Milk on inertia with the stick. We are still playing here. That was a game-saving save by Milk there. Just gets the stick on it. Like I hear in front. The puck doesn't reach Dan's stick.
Dan's going to want that one back. He is just going to slam his stick once he gets off this game.
Yeah. We'll see what happens here, though. Big Throbber fighting Inertia for the puck. Reno backs him out. Inertia steal. Just goes a little in front of him. Here comes D-Land. Two former Manhattan Commanders going at it here. D-Land steps in. Bad Santa backdoor. D-Land, here he is alone. Saved by Bucky. Oh, what a play by D-Land driving up the ice.
D-Land just deciding and saying, screw it, I'll do it myself, and goes one end of the ice to the other to get a shot off right in front of the goalie.
And great save by Bucky here. If you're tuning in, we are in the double overtime of game one in this play-in. Both goalies keeping it on lockdown here. Bucky on one end, Milk on the other end. Dan has the puck now in his own end. Santa gets a piece of it. Santa, a very well-known chippy player, scrappy guy in PHL. Proving that tonight, getting all over the action here in the offensive end for the Icebreakers. Now a pass looking for Santa. Doesn't get to him. Reno chases it down. Reno in deep. D-Land tries to pick up that pass around. They're forced to dump it back to the left of Bucky, who comes out to play it. Doesn't really realize that participant's right behind him, but Bucky plays it anyway. It works out. Inertia gets around D-Land. Here he comes. Just not going to be able to cut in. Not enough stamina. Now Dan centers it. Inertia not quite there. Pass just missed him. And it's back to Throbber. Chips it out to Santa. Could be one-on-one here. Santa, can he get around participant? No, he can't. Not enough speed. Milk is going to come out to play that very confidently. And he sends it deep. D-Land trying to read the pass. He's going to maybe get there. Dan will swing at that. He's got it now. Gets around Santa. Nice move off the boards. Here comes Dan. Game on his stick. Takes a shot. Blocked by Reno. D-Land back the other way. Bumped by Dan. And he will send that back. Price in alone. One-on-one. Does a spinorama. Can't control it. And here comes Winnipeg up to D-Land, who had a great scoring chance earlier. D-Land cross. Bad Santa. Can't finish it. Great save by Bucky. Back the other way. Price getting around Reno. Price takes a shot, goes wide. Great look there by Price. Inertia trying to cut in. Trying to jam it home. He can't get it done. Bad Santa there. Sends it up. D-Land's out there somewhere. Picked up by participant, though. And participant still has it. Here he comes. Takes a shot. Saved by Milk in traffic. Tough save by Milk. Gets it off, though.
Milk really proving himself to his team here, and I think this whole series is going to rest on him at this rate.
Price over to Inertia. It's in front. Milk was ready for it. The defense clears it. And they keep it in off Bad Santa's shin. Chips it up. D-Land's going to pick it up there. Great body by participant. And he'll wrap it behind Bucky. Sends it out 8 seconds to go in double overtime. We might see 3 here. Unless, look out, Inertia. Here he comes. Backhand spinorama. Milk reacting to it. And that is going to do it for double overtime. Woo, dear Lord. This is quite
going into
game.
Third. We're going to play 2 games, almost 2 games worth of puck in this next little bit. It feels like this is just kind of a race to see which team collapses first. Not really a team actually getting a chance, but more just the wear and tear that it takes just playing this long.
Yeah. Still 0-0 in overtime. We're heading to the third OT here. Who's going to take it home? Some great looks from both sides, but the goalies prevailing in this contest. Overtime number 3 here, 0-0. The Icebreakers get the puck first. Big Throbber chips up the D-Land. Not to mention, too, the skaters on the ice are both teams are playing a shutdown game here. Some good looks, but for the most part, it has been a shutdown contest. As Reno tries to get that going. Throbber chips it up, hits Santa. Look out, though. Price could be gone. The puck just a little too far. D-Land will play it out. And participant for the Drinkwater Storm will chip that deep, looking for Inertia. Doesn't get him. Milk thinking about coming out. Decides not to. Inertia still has it. Tries to throw it to the front. Reno has it now. Up to D-Land. Doesn't collect that pass behind his back. Participant fighting Reno. Reno desperately trying to get it. Throbber is there for the Icebreakers. They want to get this out. They do. D-Land will chase it all the way down. But Dan gets there first. As the puck just goes right to his stick. He rims it around to Inertia. Inertia, a giveaway. Look out. Price picks it up, though. Here comes Price for the Storm. Plenty of options here. Price working his way up right by the Remport logo. Pass over to Inertia. Great stick by D-Land, though. Maybe a little luck there, but he does get a stick on it. Now Price. Here comes Price. Dangerous angle. Pass drop. Pass out to a participant. Maybe not on purpose, but participant is there. And they play tennis, and it's all the way back to the left side of Bucky in his own end. OT3, just 3:20 remaining in this third overtime. Big Throbber picks it up. Cross to Reno. Reno there. Steps in, shot one way up high. Bucky was looking at it, but does not need to make a save. Bad Santa, looking for D-Land. Can't get it. Participant tries to make a play there. Dan chasing it down, trying to get this out. 2 Icebreakers are on it. Drop to Reno. Reno, a big hit there by Inertia, jumping for the puck, and he's got it. Here comes Inertia, one-on-one. The shot, the save by Milk. And it's all the way back out to the neutral zone here. Participant plays it out. Looking for Inertia, a little too far. The one and only Big Throbber rims it around. Reno trying to get there. He does. Price gets a stick on it. It's back at center ice. Sent down low. Price has it on the blue line. Lost it. Here comes Inertia. Inertia has shot. Great defense by Reno. Using the body to take away the angle. Now D-Land, number 98. A super sub nominee. Here comes D-Land. D-Land stepping in. He's got room. Pass to Reno. Doesn't quite get there. Great idea, though. Santa down low. Trying to tuck it in. Bucky hugging the post there. Very, very good that Bucky was doing that, or maybe it's in. Now Reno.
You can dangerously send it behind the net, or you can basically hope that a player doesn't get there in time and try to take a pot shot at your pads. Either way.
Oh, look at this
dangerous
pass.
ball.
Oh, man. Bad Santa couldn't catch it. That was a sick pass by D-Land, I believe. Throbber. Back up to Santa. He'll chase it down. Santa going to get scrappy with it here, but participant takes over. Out to Price. Price and Dan. Price will pick it up. Here come the Storm. Price has shot. Inertia looking for the tip in front. What he's well known for. Can't get that off. Big Throbber has it now. He's fighting for the puck. Reno will send it behind his goal. And he'll collect it for the Icebreakers. Sends it up. Here in the Drinkwater Stadium. D-Land trying to get it. Dan with speed. Here he comes. Inertia alone in front. Dan going back door. Inertia has it. Shot on goal. Saved by Milk on a funny angle. Very, very tight one there. Santa will touch pass that up. Looking for D-Land. Cuts in too late. Participant up to Inertia. In the neutral zone. Gets around 2, but not around Reno, who is ready for that. Inertia, number 19, captain of the Drinkwater Storm. He's down low. Pass to the slot. 2 defenders there. Take it away. Dan was waiting. Now Inertia in front, but Milk comes out to play it. And it's sent all the way back down in the Drinkwater zone. Throbber. Slingshots it in. Bucky thinking about coming out for it, but it's way too fast. D-Lan will get a stick on it. Reno on the point, steps in, but the Storm will chip that away. Inertia here, one-on-one. Throbber takes control. Puck rims behind Milk. Throbber's going to be there still. He'll chip it up, same boards. Looking for Reno. Stick. Ooh, just missed him. And that is going to do it for overtime 3. Not 1, not 2, not 3. It'll take 4. My name is Log, joined by Alley Cat. What do you see out there?
I feel exhausted just watching this with how long this has gone on, but I think what we're seeing is that in these really important moments where D3 goaltenders need to lock in, we are seeing them step up to the plate. We've seen it previously in almost every first game that I've seen and I have commentated. I've seen nothing but great goaltending from almost every team and almost every side.
So still 0-0 here in the 4th overtime. This could be a 3-game series as well. Price now trying to get around Reno. Can't get it done. Reno chases it. Price gets there first. Gets a stick on it. Reno still chasing him. Bad
Lord
Santa's
help our
there.
schedule if every game is like this one.
Oh, yeah. It is always my fear here as a participant. But you get more hockey, though, so it's a win-win.
Can't complain about more hockey.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe not too much.
Inertia now in the offensive zone. Got some room to let it go. Oh, tipped and wide of Milk. That was dangerous. Wow. And now Reno with it. Reno. Nice breakout here by Reno. Good job. He's up the boards here. Excuse me, center ice, not boards. Shot there way wide of Bucky. Starting to go crazy with all these OTs. And participant with the puck. 3-on-2 here for the Storm. Participant there, stepping in. Got Price and Inertia with him. Cuts in, takes a shot. Blocked by Reno. Great look by Participant now. Inertia keeps it in. Up the boards. Bad Santa trying to clear that out. Throbber helps out. Santa chases it down. Inertia there. Out to center. D-Lan. Bouncing puck. Could be a one-on-one here. Here comes D-Lan. Cutting in. Got nice hands. He still has it. Behind the back pass. Doesn't connect. And Throbber will send it back in. Great stick by Participant. He has been a very good player here defensively. Now Inertia has a shot. Save in front. Another save by Milk. And now a wraparound by
I don't know
Price.
how that went in there. That was just a fluke bounce. Both these goaltenders getting lucky posts back, left and right. Wow.
And we'll take a look in a minute how many shots the Storm have and how many saves Milk has made. I believe his season high was 27 saves in a night, which is unreal. Only allowed 2 goals in that game against the Bridge Bats. Now Dan across the Price. Price with the puck. Lobs it towards the goal. Inertia there, ready for it. Reno picks it up. Out to D-Lan, who will chase it down. Bad Santa, opposite side. Participant gets there first, though. He's got it. Rims it around the boards. Reno's going to maybe step in and get that. He might be there. He is. Reno with it. Santa picks it up. Oh, miscommunication there. Reno goes back to Santa. Here we go. Dealing back door. Santa, shot one. Flubs it. Now here comes Price back the other way for the Storm. In quadruple overtime here. Price just lost it. Santa back the other way. Not sure where he's going there. He'll go cross over to Dealan. That's a good pass. Let's see if it catches him. It does. Participant fighting it, though. He has it. He has just been locked down tonight. It's phenomenal defensive work by him with his stick. And his body, too. As Price will chase it. Drops back to Dan. Dan stepping in. Takes a shot way up high. Milk jumping up, ready to make the save. Dealan now. Nice move around Inertia. Dealan crossover. Reno. Reno and Santa there. Santa picks it up. Drop to Reno. Inertia will be there to pick it up. Back the other way. Might be a 2-on-1 if he hurries. Participant. Dan on his right. Participant crosses him up. Here he comes. Inertia steps in. Saved by Milk. Unbelievable save. Inertia trying to pop that over Milk's pads. Unreal. Dan around to Price. Price rips that up and out. Nobody there but the Icebreakers. It's Big Throbber. Throbber stops on the dime. Rushes the puck. Here he comes. getting the breakout going. Inertia, great read there, picks it up. They fight for it on the half boards. Bad Santa there, chipping away at it. D-Land comes in to help. Doesn't work out though. Now, here we go. Here come the icebreakers. Dan is there to take that away. Just 40 seconds remaining in overtime 4 of game 1. Santa will elect to chip that up. Reno has it. Here he comes. Game on a stick. Reno! Great defensive play by the Storm.
Milk was definitely thinking about coming out there. He was a little eye on the edge of his crease a little bit, but deciding against it.
Now a stretch pass finds Reno all alone. The puck goes a little in front of him. He still has it though, but Price takes it away. Long stretch all the way out. Milk is, he might play it. No, Throbber will go and get it. Rims it around to Santa. Still 0-0 here in the 4th overtime. Make it 5. Oh, man, we'll take a look at the shots here for both teams. The Icebreakers have 9 shots, and the Storm, if I can do math, 8, 9, 11 shots on goal, so...
You also have to add 3 shots from Inertia before he disconnected. So
Oh, yeah.
currently,
Good
I
call.
believe the count is, I want to say 15 or 14.
Could
judging
even
by
be
my
1 or
math.
2 more with Caulfield as well. I'm not sure if he got a shot off, though. So, what a night
Largely, we
here.
haven't really seen the shot clock increase since about the 3rd period.
Yeah.
Maybe only 4 or 5 shots on total. Like, it's just really locked down defense from both sides.
This could be a long night here. Bad Santa running into Bucky, who's looking backwards. D-Land gets a piece of it, but not enough, as here comes Dan for the Storm, who will end this game first, man. Dan stepping in, takes a shot, saved by Milk, rebound goes wide. Oh my goodness, what a stop by Milk, and we play on. Milk coming out to play it, maybe not the best idea though, Throbber's already there. Out now, D-Land could be alone. Way too far, though, and Bucky will send that back out. Oh, my God.
You're definitely going to need a cough drop and a cup of tea after this one.
Maybe 3 cups of tea. I can't have caffeine, though. I got to work at 5 a.m. tomorrow. It's Inertia. It has the puck here.
Imagine we get 3 of these games back to back.
Inertia in his own end. Oh, my God. I've seen
Rest
stranger
our
things.
sleep schedules.
Yeah, now. Reno with the puck here. Inertia takes that away. Here comes Inertia. Backhand ripper. Tip in front. Price could not get that off. And it goes through the paint. Big Throbber now. In the 5th overtime. D-Land could be all alone. Here he comes. Big D-Land. Takes a shot. Save. Rebound. Puts it up in the air. Great save by Bucky. To keep this alive.
Just rebound after rebound after rebound, and no one can capitalize on it. The goalies are just saying no. The players aren't getting there at the right time. It's just not happening.
That is right, Alley-Cat, as D-Land has it now. Down low, gets around him, Santa, banging a stick for the puck. There's the pass! Can't get it off, though. And Participant will play this. These great prospects in this division going at it here in the 5th overtime. If you're just joining us, game 1 of this play-in, best of 3. Reno has it. Reno, a shot there, goes high and wide. Good look, though. D-Land, a pass, chipped off a Participant's stick. Here comes Inertia back the other way. Inertia, long shot, saved by Milk. A close call there, but gets the save. Reno picks it up on his own half boards, plays it off the boards, but Price gets a body on him. Now here comes Inertia. Inertia, shot, one save. It's in front. He can't control it, and he swipes it out. Maybe a Gint if that's a goal. Might not count, but there's no goal regardless, as Milk will come out to play this for the Icebreakers.
That would be one very long, very hard call with league.
I don't want
if
to do that.
The overtime's decided by a Gint call.
Shot by Santa, blocked by Participant. Great stick there. I did not want to stay here for that long with this game going on. I don't think anyone does. It's Santa now with the puck. Couldn't control it.
Might even get the first ever postponed game in series if that's the
God.
case, if we can't get a ruling on the Gint.
Oh, good God.
On said theoretical Gint for viewers who are just joining us.
Yeah. And Arson,
We are a little delirious with 5 overtime periods currently and about 8 periods of play.
Dealing now. Dealing with it. He plays it. Bad Santa behind
Like
him.
us.
Now, oh, what a passer. Throbber puts it up in the air. Oh, looking for Jack and the Beanstalk. A little too high there, Throbber. As Bad Santa now curls the puck. Pass out. Throbber just missed him. Reno can pick this up. He does. Good read there by the Icebreakers. But Dan is there with a stick. Here comes the Storm. Dan stepping in. Shot one. Save by Milk. Phenomenal save. And to think that Milk is a West Coast player too, playing on high ping. Can only imagine how he plays in the WCPL. Oh, there, a shot there by Price. Not sure if I pronounced the league correctly. It's the Western Puck League, whatever the acronym is. I don't know. But you can only imagine how Milk plays in there when he has lower ping. It's got to be freaky.
Well, he's definitely adapted to it quite well overall.
Yeah. And now dealing one-on-one here. Here he comes around participant, but not around Dan, who recovers there for the Storm on their home ice here in the Storm Stadium. Not sure what to call it, but a chip pass by Santa doesn't work out. Reno trying to intercept that. Throbber there. Sends it deep. Dealing will chase it. Right side of Bucky. Got the drop. He goes for the around. Santa is there. He has it now. Price will dump that out. And Dan has it. That is going to end the 5th overtime. We're going to 6 OTs, folks. Oh.
Yeah, definitely get a big drink of water for that one. That's, oh my lord.
As I just did. That is a good call there. They're asking for a shootout. Don't think that's going to happen.
No, unfortunately
fun.
not.
Not against it.
I don't think even any. Yeah, I don't think either team would agree to a shootout. Momentum is just going one way or the other. It's anyone's game. This is just, oh my god, this is. I don't want to say it's horrendous or torture because it's not, but it's most definitely grueling to watch as fans of either teams and commentators this being capitalized on and the goalies just locking in.
You know who's really being tortured by this, Allie, or the Osprey? This game for starters was rescheduled to today instead of Tuesday, and the Osprey are now the last team to wait for their matchup. Now a shot there by Dan, and of course we're going to 6 OTs in the first game, so they're I know they're in their Discord call watching right now, I'm sure, as they have been the entire playoffs. Huge shout out to a lot of them on their team. They're a fun group to play pugs with and all that. Now Price has it. Here he comes! Shot blocked by Inertia! And a backhand try behind his back. Milk makes the save. And here come the Icebreakers. Might be an odd man rush. Bad Santa Reno. Got Dealing going way up too. Bad Santa's shot was blocked. Reno has it.
Chat asking
Oh,
for
he got
a shot
leveled.
clock. It's 8.
Go for it. Yeah.
18 shots for the Storm and currently 11 for the Icebreakers.
Participant looking to add one to that. Maybe a goal. He shoots. Save. Rebound. Inertia swinging at it. Can't get a stick on it. Maybe it was blocked in front now. Across to Dealing. Dan keeps it in. Great read. Milk coming to play it. Doesn't really need to, though. Reno has it. Picked off by Dan. Here he comes. Dan. He can wrap here. Tries it. Throbber is there. The big Throbber and a chip pass here to Santa. He could be gone. Only one to beat. Santa and Dealing. Here comes Santa. A shot. Saved by Bucky. Maybe just missed, but he does get a swing at it with a stick. And now Milk coming out to play it. Price chases him down. The legs got to be sore there for Price. Now look at this bounce. D-Land could be gone. Oh, the back check takes it away from him. And D-Land now down low. Santa at center. D-Land really looked for Santa here. He lost it. Santa steps in to help out. Now D-Land at center in the slot. Pass to D-Land. In front. Oh my God.
Jeez. My heart can't take this watching these teams. It's I almost want to wish for this to end with how these board bounces are going and how it's just not going.
Look out, participant shoots wide of Milk. Can you believe that though? The double touch, I believe, by D-Land. Unreal.
Just the rebounds and everything is out of control, and it's almost like everyone's too afraid to actually get into the crease.
I like Fluff in the comments here. If they were a bottom team, they would have won a bottom seed. I've seen quite a few bottom seeds win so far. The puck.
Yeah, both
tier.
bottom teams sweeping their opponents, as I pointed out earlier in the stream. But looking like very much Drinkwater and Winnipeg going a similar route to Philadelphia and Frostburg and going to 3 games, if this is anything to judge by.
Good God. Absolutely here. Price has the puck. Oh,
Feels like we could almost give the series to whoever scores the next goal.
Both teams still waiting for their first goal of the series. 6 OTs in game 1. If you're just joining us, my name is Log, joined by Alley Cats. We are trying here for you guys. The Storm keep it in. Throbber is there. These players got to be getting tired. Throbber out. Bad Santa picks it up. Here he comes. Bad Santa cuts in. Ooh, just couldn't keep it, though, as Dan gets to stick on it. 2-on-1 here. A shot, soft one, saved by Milk. Reno plays it. Here it comes. The puck bouncing like a basketball for a second there. Dealin trying to get free. A long shot. Dealin in front. Just past his stick. Imagine that scoring chance there. As Dan goes cross over to Price. Nice catch by Price. Here he comes looking for inertia. No can do. Dan has it. Dan on the blue line steps up. Takes a shot. That was blocked. Delan there. Now Dan and Delan will fight for it. We had 3 former Manhattan Commanders on the ice here. Dan, Delan, and Inertia. And Bad Santa got leveled out by Price. What a hit there. And now Throbber has it. Santa might need some Tylenol after the game here. He's gotten hit a few times.
I think Fluff might be losing his mind along with us.
Oh, Fluff. Oh, Fluffers. Me and you both, man.
I think we need to start being more entertaining. Why don't we get the conversation going? What's your favorite color, Log?
It's not blue. Not any shade of blue right now. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Good God. What about you?
Probably like a silver, like a nice shiny silver. Because if I say chrome, I'm just pretentious and well, I was gonna say a word I can't say on stream.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, colors I do like though. It is a blue, just not a blue on the ice here. It is a cornflower blue. I find really pretty. If you've seen those flowers, they're actually weeds. They're like dandelions, but that is a fire blue. One of my favorite colors. As the 2 teams in blue are back underway. This is overtime. Make it 7. Here, Price has it
10
now.
periods of play total now. And I believe the record was, I want to say 14 set from last year. I think there was a regular season game that went beyond, but the record for the postseason last year was 14, if my memory serves correctly.
Yeah, it was a very big number. I like Fluff's idea here, the commentator's curse. Alley Cat, 4 minutes, pick a winner. Just pick one. And we'll see if one team goes the other way.
I feel like I could pick heads or tails, but if I'm honest, I think Milk's going to snap before Drinkwater finishes their offense. So I'm going to give it 1-0 to Drinkwater. And you know what? Let's make this a little more interesting. We pick who wins, but who's going to score the overtime goal?
Oh man, it's
Can't
Price
pick the
or
same
Dan.
one.
Oh, tip the score! It worked!
Oh my goodness!
What a tip!
Oh my goodness! Throbber.
Oh my! Oh,
that,
goal!
Oh
no!
That is not how you want a game like that to end. That is just heartbreaking for Winnipeg, who battled like hell, and Milk, who stood on his head to see your defenseman, the person who's supposed to protect the puck, bat it like that into the goal line. Just like there's both a sense of extreme tiredness, a sense of gratefulness that the game is over, but to battle that long and that hard and have it end that way, I cannot imagine Milk has got kind words for Throbber right now.
Oh, that is devastating. Accidents happen. It is a rough one in the playoffs, but that will give us a rest here. We're
going to have to catch a flight right after this. Oh my God.
Oh my God. That is right. We will be right back. We're going to fly over to Winnipeg now. Shouldn't be too long of a flight. Both teams in Canada, center of the country. We'll be right back on Pizza Network here. Okay, Winnipeg. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here in Winnipeg. Honestly, a really similar rink now that I think about it, but getting ready for game 2. Alley Cat, any predictions for this guy?
I don't know. I mean, with Drinkwater leading 1-0 right now, it's hard to say. It feels like Drinkwater kind of won the game from there. But yeah, I honestly, with the jet lag that we had to experience and how long that
Scoreboard there. There we go. All right, I'm getting the heebie-jeebies here, going crazy. It's,
we all are log.
ay, ay, ay. Hopefully some more goals, though, eh?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to have it be a more high scoring one. I think now that they've kind of shaken off the sort of pressure with the first game, I think we're probably going to see a few more goals. Maybe we could see offense tilt one way or the other, but I mean, it's still too early to fully call this game, and I think I don't fully know. I mean, we could see Drinkwater get there. We could see Milk have another phenomenal game, and Drinkwater pour the pressure on. It could go either way. It's anyone's series. It's anyone's game at this point. But Winnipeg have got to be feeling the pressure now that they are on the cusp of elimination.
Yeah, and Kovalux in chat. First time, long time. What's your favorite color, Log? Alley Cat, you just asked me this. It is, I like black, I like red, I like, in particular, cornflower blue and indigo purple are great colors, so thank you for asking.
No shades of blue on the ice right now, I believe, were your exact words as to a color you do not like.
No shades of blue. So the players get ready here.
Great.
Kovalux, I hate to break the news to you, buddy. Just not gonna say it. Just not gonna say it. But wow.
Yes, rip to the Gato season.
Yeah, great performance by the Stachios, by the way. That'll be a great quarterfinals there against the Flamingos next week. So kudos to them as we get ready here for game 2. Oh boy. While I fill my water,
we're both gonna be.
While I fill my water
actually...
real quick, Alley Cat, what's your favorite holiday?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think a lot of people tend to prefer probably Christmas or October, or sorry, not October, Halloween. Excuse me. We're all a little sleep deprived here from watching that game for so long. If I had to pick it though, I think I'd probably go with the most recent one, Thanksgiving, because you basically get to stuff your face and not feel bad afterwards.
Yeah, love it.
Because you're doing it with family.
For me, it's got to be Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest, got to gulp the beer. I am going to be one moment while I get some water for my throat because I definitely need it after that game. Can't imagine you.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God! As we get ready for game 2, folks, looks like the teams are finally voting. I'm gonna abuse my power and vote start here as an audience member. Get this going. Game 2 of this contest, the Drinkwater Storm lead 1-0 here, looking to eliminate the Icebreakers in game 2. Unfortunate tip by Big Throbber, the own goal of all time, in the maybe 7th overtime. I lost count. But we're back to period 1, and the Icebreakers come out flying. Drop to Santa. Same rosters here for both teams, I believe. Well deserved, in my opinion. Keeping Throbber out there. We'll see if he can redeem himself here in game 2. D-Land picks it up. Get that mold wine. That's right, Fluff. That is right, brother, as D-Land has the puck. Fluff and D-Land, former teammates for a little while there. D-Land has it. Little jump pass. Doesn't get through. Inertia now. Shot out of a cannon. Here comes Participant down low. Pass back to Price. Here he comes. Can't get around Reno. Participant rips one. And that goes wide. Price with the puck. Keeps it alive for Drinkwater. Bad Santa's there. Could be a one-on-one. Bad Santa, he's got to hurry. On the backhand, Reno picks it up. Reno with it. Lobs it up. Dylan back door. Dylan fights for it. He gets leveled by Participant. And now it's out and up to Inertia. Price there. Back to Dan. Up to Inertia. What a play! Saved by Milk. Rebound! Slides through the paint. And they try to get it around Milk, but no can do. As Dan has it now. Keeping it alive. Bad Santa tries to clear it. Inertia. Lost it. Throbber takes it out here. He's got Bad Santa up. Got Dylan up there as well. Dylan has it. Drops to Reno. Good pass. Reno in the high slot. Carries it. What a move by Reno. Can't get around Price though. Nearly finished it off. As Bad Santa keeps it in here for the Icebreakers. Looking to answer back here after losing game 1. In the 7th overtime. If you're just joining us, this has been a long stream. D-Land with the puck. The Icebreakers wearing dark blue tonight, and the Storm wearing their beautiful, not sure what shade of blue that is. We'll just say light blue. It's not quite a royal blue, but it's up there. As Price has the puck.
Like an almost baby blue, like a
I like
like
it,
a
yeah.
navy baby blue almost.
I like it, little PJs. In their little baby blue PJs. Now Dan tries to rip it there. Doesn't get a lot on that. Now he sends it to Milk. Dan picks it up. Here he comes. He scores! Dan the man, baby.
I think
does
that's
all the work.
It looks like that might be the second tip-in by a Winnipeg player. Let's see here. Oh, yep. Goes off of Wayno and just bottom of the stick.
Go up a Wiener dick.
The only goals currently scored on Milk are those from his own teammates, it seems, and he's probably feeling a little let down, if I'm honest.
The Drinkwater Storm lead this game 1-0. Dan the man, the assistant captain here with the goal. Inertia, the captain with the primary assistant. What an effort by Dan that was to just take that in and bear his own rebound. Obviously a little bit of bad luck there for Milk, but Dan, what an effort. As his team takes a big goal, as we've seen not very many goals scored in this series. So 1 goal is huge, but we'll see how the rest of this game plays out. Price has it, cuts in, Inertia there. The pass just went under his feet. Very close call there, Bad Santa. Crossed over to Reno. Gonna cramp in my foot. Oh my god, I've been streaming for too long, man. As Bad Santa steps in. Doesn't get a stick on it. Oh, I think it's going away. Nope, it's not going away. Milk has it. Give me a banana. Blueski was right, dude. Was it Blueski or Fluff talking about the bananas? I don't know. One of them were right. Oh my god. Right? Is it bananas that help with cramps? I think. I don't know. Something like that. I'm not a
Could
doctor.
be. I'm not quite sure if I remember.
No, a shot there. No dice, though. Dan has it. Out to Inertia. We're feeling better now. Ooh-wee. Oh my god. Participant chases it down for Drinkwater. They're up 1-0, looking to close this series out. Participant lost it, though. Good idea, just a little too much force there. Now Bad Santa with some room. Has to chase it down. Reno in the drop. Bad Santa cross over to D-Land. Doesn't reach him, though. He does get there. Santa back to D-Land. Ripper! Looking for the short side. D-Land still has it. Trying to beat Participant. Now to Reno. Saved by Bucky, who was deep in the crease. Dangerous save there, but he makes it. Now Price back the other way for Drinkwater. Price shoots, blocked by Throbber. Back to center ice.
We're definitely seeing the anxieties being shaken off with one goal in the game right now, there's kind of a lot of pressure on Winnipeg to make something happen, but also maybe more of a willingness to go to the net and drive more plays rather than just make the defensive play.
That is going to end the first period of play. And Winnipeg, they're in trouble now. Just a 1-goal deficit, but I think that means a lot in a series like this one. Very low scoring. Oof. All right, here, face-off underway. It's out to participants. He has it. Okay, you're there, right? Just making sure I'm still connected.
Yes.
Had an issue for a second there,
Yes.
but we're good. Long night of
We
streaming.
are all good.
I saw a
Almost an
brief
hour and a
little lag.
half
Good God.
so far.
Yeah.
And the shots so far, 2 for Drinkwater and nothing for Winnipeg.
Winnipeg has to get it going. They got to do something to change up their game here. Big Throbber has the puck. Honestly, participant is got to be a 3-star here. He is just locking it down for them. Now Santa stepping in. This could be it. Oh, got to get that off your stick sooner there. As inertia has it. The Icebreakers really need some of that bad Santa magic. He's always there scoring those just weird goals, and we have not seen that yet from him tonight. He's got to get it going. Here comes Reno. Reno shadowed by participant. Great defense there. Here comes Price for the Drinkwater Storm. Price stepping in. Got a shot here. Blocked by Throbber. Number 42 keeps it alive. Here he comes. Got some passing options here. Pass all the way down looking for inertia. Oh, he somehow gets it still. Look out. Reno could be gone. It's Reno. Bucky. Scores! We're tied at 1.
Just a great breakaway for Reno to control that and just waiting until the goaltender makes a move, just going. And Bucky not getting lucky on that move right there. That's a guess on his end as to where it goes.
Lovely rhyme there, Alley Cat, as we're tied at 1. Reno on a breakaway. I think Inertia maybe should have been on that, but he takes a risk, and we are tied all at 1. Again, Reno with the goal, and D-Land with the primary assist in the second period of play here. I don't know if I don't want to see overtime or if I do at this point. Plenty of time left, though, here in the game. Bad Santa tries to center. Great defensive stick, though. It's out to Price for the Storm. Price now with it. Tries to get around Reno. Not enough speed. Participant, number 42. Pass across to his partner here, Dan, number 24. Deep pass out to Price. Got inertia back door. Price is looking. Price hangs on. He has options. Pass. Hit the skate of D-Land. Participant steps in. Shot saved by Milk in a tight 1-1 contest. Santa pass to nobody as Bucky will play that for the Storm. Rips it up. Reno picks it up here. Chasing it down. Reno has it. Can't beat inertia, though. And participant will slow this down for the Storm. Chased down by Reno, the goal scorer for the Icebreakers. Off a breakaway. A clean shot. Dan has it. Under his feet, though. Bad Santa back the other way. Could be a 2-on-1. Got to get the pass out. Looking for Reno. He still has it. Bad Santa going back door. Reno trying to get around inertia. He can't. And inertia flims that all the way around. Our same board is not around at all. Good God. Too many periods of puck here. You will not see me in pugs for a minute. Now D-Land all alone! Oh, he put it wide. Oh, man. What a look for D-Land. And Price has it. Reno leaves it for Throbber. Cross ice pass. Reno, just missed him. D-Land will chase it down. He's got options here. Could drop to Reno there, but elects to keep it. Participant behind his own goal. Chased down by D-Land. Hits a stick of Santa. Great hand-eye coordination there by Santa. And now D-Land trying to turn this around. He can't. Price on it. Price has the puck. Bad Santa picks it up, but Price still has it. Drops it off for Participant, who cuts in. Here he comes. Participant saved by Milk. Great hard shot there.
Good for him for just not moving out of the way and standing strong. If he had moved, that would have been in every day of the week.
Yeah, great discipline by Milk there. Keeping the Icebreakers alive once again here in game 2. Inertia shot saved by Milk. Rebound. Oh, it's in the goal. Unfortunate for Milk.
Let's see this. They might try to challenge this depending on how this
God.
goes forward. Let's see.
I don't think there's contact there.
Yeah.
think
No,
it's
it doesn't
good.
look like there is contact. It's a bit of a bump, but I doubt that Winnipeg would win a call that even if they did try. It's
That's
sometimes you just gotta look at the play again just to be sure. It's sometimes not always going your way.
Now Throbber lost at Inertia. 2-on-0 here. He cuts in himself. Shot one. Oh, did Milk get a toe on that? Did you see, Ellie? That was close.
No, I
May have
did
been
not. I think that
blocked.
went across. I think that went just a little wide of the net.
Barely just a little wide here. And now it's back. Price on a breakaway. Shot one way high. He was harassed by Bad Santa, and that will do it for the second period. The Drinkwater Storm up 1 here, trying to close out the series. The goal to the captain, and the assist, the primary assist correction, goes to Dan. It looks like a
It
player
very
just
much
switches up.
feels like Winnipeg's season is on the line right here, and it is.
It
and
is.
It's gonna depend, I think, on overtime. If it, you know, I didn't think it would go this long, but I mean, we're seeing a whole narrative play out here, a whole storyline that you could write stories of.
Oh, a shot there early for the Icebreakers, playing with some fire here across to Reno, rips it wide. Now they're down low. Participant will smack that around. Dan with the puck. Dan has it. Here he comes. Shot one, save in front by Milk. Keeping the season alive. You cannot afford to go down 2 right now if you're the Icebreakers. Reno with it. We saw the Fun Guys struggle with this quite a bit the other night. Going down 2 is just devastating for them. And Santa now on the boards. Ooh, he comes out with the puck somehow. Still has the puck. That Bad Santa magic. Got Thielen in front. He can't rip it home. Santa trying to get a stick on it. Dan will clear it out. You wonder, Allie, if Drinkwater's going to get more conservative here with the puck up, or they're going to keep pushing. We'll see.
They don't seem to be playing that way. They seem to be keeping the pressure on.
Yeah.
They know they have the momentum, and they want to capitalize on it. Another goal from them would probably mean the final nail in the coffin for Winnipeg, excuse me, with how defensively strong they've been and not much offense going so far.
Now Price up and across. This game far from over, but have we seen a single game 3 yet? I don't think we have.
We have, yes.
We have.
If you
Was there
remember
one?
correctly, Frostberg won the
Oh,
first.
yes, that's right. Oh, what a shot by
Oh my-
Participant. He scores. Wow, what a ripper.
Just controlled entry, goes along, inertia completely available with the pass, but Participant elects to shoot it, and it's the right call, just bounces behind Milk.
Wow, that is a tough save to make. That is a hard shot by Participant. Joining in on the fun for the Drinkwater Storm. Reno on his own end. The goal goes to Participant, and the primary assist goes to Price. His first primary assist of the contest. And
But yes,
Participant's
back to
first
what I
goal.
was saying. Frostberg did win game 1. I believe it was 3-2, 3-1, something like that in regulation. And then the game went to overtime, where Philadelphia
Oh,
scored
yes!
the first.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Philadelphia scored the first goal in overtime, 1-0, and continued to, and then just poured on the offense, beating Frostberg 4-0.
Yeah. That was quite the show. Blake, I feel like Blake had a slow start in that series, and he really turned it up. So a huge shout out to him. He played great in that series.
I mean, the Philadelphia team as a whole definitely poured
slow.
on the offense as the game went on, and I think we're kind of seeing that a little here, where it starts off slow, but it's getting poured on with offense
2-on-1.
here.
Ooh, absolutely, as the Storm just had a 2-on-1 there, looking to go 4-1. It's all gas now for the Icebreakers. Reno trying to cut up Dan. He nearly does. He still has the puck. Lost it, though. One-on-one here. Inertia on Throbber. Throbber. Goes up to Reno. Back to Throbber. 2 minutes remaining here in period 3. The Storm going to try and hang on here and play the Seattle Osprey in the quarterfinals. The Icebreakers looking to crash that party. Words are hard this deep into puck, man. As Inertia has the puck. He shoots, saved by Milk. A huge save right now. Exactly what the Icebreakers are need. Oh my god, words are way too difficult. Now look how Price could be gone. Here he comes! Milk comes out, and it goes off Throbber's stick. Now Reno back the other way. Price gets a stick on it. Reno will chase it down for the Icebreakers. Up to Throbber. Dan picks it up. Continued pressure now by the Storm. Pass out. Price all alone. He's got it. Oh, Milk. Coming out to play it. Nearly backfires, but it pays off. Now Inertia in front. Saved by Milk. Here come the Storm again. Another pass to the front. Was blocked. Dealing back the other way. Over to Reno, and the Storm keep the pressure alive. 1 minute remaining now in period 3. Price wrapping, shooting, went wide of Milk. Now another try. No dice there. Bad Santa, 43 seconds to go. In the third, here he comes. Santa shot way wide. Got to hit that one, buddy. And they all turn back. They got to go for it. Dylan and Bad Santa bumping each other. Milk coming out. It's going to be an empty netter for Price. He scores. See where Milk came out there.
Yeah, and that's going to be the dagger for the season. A 4-1 empty netter is just killer, especially with Milk coming out like that. He knew the risk it was, and he just had to make something happen. And, you know, that's just the season for you.
Now Price on a breakaway again. He scores another one. It's 5-1.
Yeah, just a really dagger of a thing right here, just to go for it. And, you know, as much as, you know, I think Milk's kind of thrown in the towel a little bit. He just wants this game to be over. He doesn't want to keep having to put up his team like this. He's got to be super tired from just seeing all this happen. And as, you know, you definitely cannot blame Milk for, you know, what went on here. He faced almost 35 shots and made close to 30 saves in this in 2 games. I cannot blame a goaltender for that, especially, you know, losing faith in offense when they couldn't even get a goal until the second game.
Yeah, now the players will line up for the handshake line. You would think they're gonna enter a warm up here, and the Icebreakers are gone. I thought they were a dark horse team. They had a good fight, but the Storm are just a bit better here. And they will move on to play. Oh my god. Santa just levels the whole line and let the server. They come out. Throbber 2. The Icebreakers not too happy. Only 2 of them in line for the handshake. There's 4. Milk and Bucky leading the charge. Words all around from
You
all
love
players.
to see the sportsmanship here. I mean,
former teammates, yeah.
You know, this is like almost over 2 months of work from both these teams. That's time invested into this. Time they need to, you know, they've tried working on their game, building chemistry, made as much of an effort as they can, and just to see it come to an end here it's heartbreaking, because then you see everyone keep going on, and, you know, you're packing your bags and moving along.
Absolutely. Well, the Drinkwater Storm are going to move on here to play the Seattle Osprey. That will be next week, and the quarterfinals will begin. How exciting, including your team, Allie, going to go play, believe you guys will have the Revolution.
Yeah, that's correct. So my commentating days will hopefully be a little far off. We're definitely looking forward to that. It's been a pleasure, you know, commentating the D3 games, and, you know, I'm definitely hopeful that we can get more going, and hopefully I'll see you in for D1 and D2 playoffs when they come around. I'd love to be able to make that happen.
Yes, D1 will be tomorrow at 8:45 Eastern. The Crescent City Cedars and the Halifax Hooks. The Halifax Hooks are going to go back-to-back here with Owl. The Cedars looking to stop that. That's tomorrow. D2 playoffs will be on the 20th. They will begin. And I believe next Sunday will be more D3 action here. Any last words for you, Ellie, tonight? Long night, eh? It's a great contest.
No, I think we're all just ready to hit the hay and ready to, get some rest and get ready for the probably one of the biggest games that's going to be streamed in a long time, with the D1 finals going all 7 games potentially, with 3 games I believe happening tomorrow and the other 4 being played the other days.
Absolutely here. Well, everybody, stay tuned. Get some rest here. Long night of Puck Hockey League. My name is Log. I was joined by Alley Cat. We are out of here. We are going to have some town hall, some tough drops, and have a good night, guys. Stay safe.
Oh, it's the Smudge. The Smudge are down low. Shrimp Gumbo, good defensive play. Kingtron. Kingtron tries to wrap it around. No chance. The defense really boxing off the offensive zone for the Smudge. Now it's a breakaway pass. Buzz flip it. Look out. He's got an open net. Oh, no. Buzz flip it. You have got to be kidding me. Well, now we know why he's in the booth more than the ice. No, I'm just kidding, Buzz. But, oh, man. His head is down. I've been there too, buddy. That was rough. 1-1 tie still. A chance for Buzz Flibbit to end it. Puff was thinking about coming out. Well, he did, actually. There's no thinking about it when you do it. And now they'll start all the way back in the Fire Ant zone. They're down low. They'll pass it up. It's Miku, number 39, for the Fire Ants. Typically a goalie, but he's taking a day off. Now Shrimp Gumbo. Good steal for the visitors. Shrimp Gumbo. Nice purple tape. Ooh, can't get around the defense.